All right. Welcome back, everyone. Okay, so Star Wars Celebration is absolutely fantastic. If you're one of those lucky ones that is able to actually make it out to one of these shows, I think they were in London this year. They make it out to Orlando next year, so that's something I could take advantage of. They're coming in my turf. Just have to save a little bit of money on the side for me and another person. But if I don't go, I'm going to be really, really pissed at myself. But Star Wars Celebration is great for not only Star Wars fans, but people that are interested in film, for people that are film buffs, just because there's so many great panels. It gives you insight into story. It gives you insight into what ILM does, Industrial Light and Magic, and what they do with their effects, and how they're able to, you know, give off that realistic Star Wars feel, and something where you're like, okay, that looks like a model. Because the very first trailer I saw a Star Destroyer in there, and I was like, that looks real. And they're just doing some really fantastic work. It seems like they're just growing upon every single film they make. You know, just the effects look that much more realistic compared to Episode 7. Episode 7 was, I think, was fantastic. But, you know, what it takes to produce and direct some of these films as well. What it takes to make a animated TV series like Star Wars Rebels. What it takes to make the animatronics. Just everything that goes into making this film. There's going to be a panel for it. It's all on YouTube. You can check it out yourself. They are long, but you do learn a lot. And you are hearing from the best people in the industry. It's not like they're just grabbing people that work here, that worked on something. No, they're grabbing the best people, because some of the best people out right now are working on these Star Wars films. It just seems like Lucasfilm was like, yeah, we do need to hire the best in the industry if we want to build on that quality. So I'm really happy about that, and you are hearing from the best. So I advise everyone go check those out if you weren't already there in person or didn't check it out live online. Anyway, if you do make it out to Celebration, you are going to be able to get some exclusive stuff. Posters, trailers, and one of those trailers is obviously the Rogue One Star Wars story trailer, which we're going to check out right now. I would have assumed that after they showed the people there, which is fine, you know, they paid for tickets, they should get some exclusive content. That I thought that maybe like 3 or 4 days later, they would release it to the mass audience, but it wasn't that. We had to wait. We knew this Darth Vader was in there, but we didn't know how long or what he says or what, or at least, you know, if you've been kind of in the dark and not listening to everyone that's coming out of the celebration and telling you exactly what the trailer was like. Enough of me talking, let's go ahead and take a look. What a great shot, Jesus.
The world is coming undone. Imperial flags reign across the galaxy.
The sense of scale is like...
Can you be trusted without your shackles?
Let's just get this over with, shall we?
We've a mission for you. A major weapons test is imminent. We need to know how to destroy
ILM
it.
is so talented, it's insane.
If you're really doing this, I want to help.
Good.
Good.
Oh, that's a great shot.
I've been recruiting for the rebellion for a long time.
We destroyed our home. I fight the Empire now.
I fear nothing. All is as the Force wills it.
It's the first time we hear him speak.
The captain says you are a friend. I will not kill you.
Thanks. There isn't much time.
Oh, shit.
Every day they grow stronger.
There is a 97.6% chance of failure.
He means well.
This is our chance to make a real difference. Are you with me?
Yo.
All the way.
Oh my god. Oh man. Okay, so when they first revealed Darth Vader was going to be in this film, even though there were so many rumors ahead of time, was in an Empire magazine. And I was kind of pissed because it was a little bit anticlimactic. I was like, you know what it would have been like to be inside that theater and just find out that Darth Vader was in this officially, even though, you know, it's harder and harder to protect leaks and stuff like that. But I think this is a good way. to kind of balance those two things, right? To protect the fact that, yeah, okay, Darth Vader's going to be in this. You don't know in what capacity. Hopefully he's in this in a significant way. Hopefully he's in some action sequences as well. It doesn't just stand off to the side and is kind of like a side character in the whole story, even though he is going to be, actually, we don't know. We don't know if he's going to play either that role or he's going to play a main focus, because they are kind of focusing on another main villain. So, a general, which we can, I don't know how exactly they're going to pull everything off, but the point I'm trying to make is that I think the way they revealed it with kind of like a shot from the back, I think is really smart. I think it's a nice little tease. You hear him exhale and, or inhale, sorry. And I think that's just a good, nice little, like, I don't need to see any more from this film. Like, that's it. I think from the very first trailer, I think I went on Twitter and I said, okay, this is the best cinematography I've ever seen in a Star Wars film. And I mean, it's just every single shot is so perfect to the T, and it doesn't just give off a sense of like, oh, like, wow, the shot's beautiful, but it has meaning, right? So there was a shot in there that where you see the Death Star kind of eclipse the sun. And it was such a smart shot to show you, because it gives you the sense of scale. It gives you the sense of like, wow, the Empire is really hovering over this area, this world, and it just really gives you a sense of like a real threat. And even I'm blanking out on all these new names. I have to really just memorize them before the film comes out. But the robot in the film, the droid in the film, not the robot. He was saying there's only about a 96% chance of survival. So it gives you just a little bit of details in terms of what the threat is like, right? It's kind of near suicide mission. And we don't know what this movie's going to end with. We don't know if it's going to end with everyone dying. But it's going to be a war film type Star Wars movie. And I'm really, really excited about that. It's going to give you that sense of like, these people are really battling a major organization, and it's not easy, and it's not going to be as, you know, it's not going to be such a breeze as maybe what you would experience with Episode 7 or maybe something like Episode 8. That you really feel a substantial threat, and that's something that I really, really want to see. I don't necessarily want to see everyone die. I'm not clamoring for anything. I'm just saying that this movie is going to really feel like a beginning and an end in a 2.5 hour experience, and I'm looking forward to that. With these anthology films, you can really get creative, and you could really give Star Wars fans new Star Wars imagery, and you could tell in those shots. There's just so many great shots where the Death Star is just, or Star Destroyer is really giving you that sense of scale, that sense of power that the Empire has over everyone. And I just can't wait to see how that translates into the movie, and really gives us that sense of like, these guys they're kind of fucked. So hopefully that's what it's going to be like. Like I said, I mean, Gareth Edwards is doing a fantastic job. I know he's the one that actually controls the camera every once in a while. So you got to give him some credit in terms of what you see on film, or a lot of credit. But, the DP is another person that gets some credit as well. But some great Star Wars imagery, some great shots. I'm sure that once this film comes out on Blu-ray, I'll have like 15 screenshots from this film, because it looks absolutely insane. And I just can't wait to see what the whole story is like. Now, this movie doesn't give me any inclination that there was any problem with reshoots. I know that some people were, okay, the reshoots are trying to make it more lighthearted or anything like that. It doesn't give me that sense that they're going for a lighthearted tone. It seems like the lightheartedness from the film is going to be maybe from a few of the cast members, and from the droid. He does seem like the more sarcastic one out of everyone, and I kind of like that comedy. The comedy's a little dark, right? Saying something like, you're my friend, so I don't have to kill you. It just gives you a very different kind of droid that we've ever experienced before. Kind of like a C-3PO, but a little more, not as funny, a little more serious, but dark humor. And I kind of like that. I kind of like that feeling that we're going to get a little bit of a mature Star Wars movie, and it's going to be an anthology film. It's not going to be like the adventure romps that maybe the mainland Star Wars movies, Episode 8, Episode 9 are going to be like. Give us a little bit of a darker feel from the Star Wars universe, like Empire Strikes Back, and I'm all for it. And And if you could balance, you know, all of that stuff and make it humorous and make it exciting and do all of those things and balance them together, then you get extra points as far as I'm concerned. But again, man, great cinematography, just some great lines in there as well. It seems like the dialogue is really on point. Obviously with trailers, you can't see a whole scene, so it's hard to really tell how the dialogue the chemistry between actors is really going to be like. But there's very little to grab on there and be like, okay, I'm concerned about this film. I really, really am. It's just very little. They've just done such an amazing job with it. There isn't any specific character that's kind of rubbing me the wrong way. You know, Donnie Yen finally came out and delivered some dialogue in this trailer, so I'm excited to see what he does, not only action-wise, but acting-wise as well. And hopefully each one of the members of the group have a substantial role and feel like they're contributing. And because one of my issues with Suicide Squad, it felt like some of the action scenes were a little shoehorned in. So as long as everyone has a nice substantial story arc there, even if it is surrounded just action or an interesting backstory, then I think they balanced everything out pretty well, and they delivered on their promises of making a war film with a lot of interesting characters. And yeah, I'm just I can't wait, guys. It just looks really, really great. I mean, that's really all I can say about it. But let me know in the comments what you guys think about a Star Wars story trailer. And let me know what you guys think about this film, whether you think we need any more. Obviously, there's going to be TV spots, a lot of promotional content, which I will be watching. But at the same time, emotionally, you know, looking at it from an analytical point of view, I think I'm done. I don't need to see any more of this film. I'm completely sold. I was sold once they announced it. But, you know, there's a certain level of anticipation and there's a certain level of excitement that you get to when you see trailers like this. It just builds up, right? You're already convinced, if you're a Star Wars fan, to go watch it. You're already excited that this movie even exists. But then you actually see the footage. You actually see the imagery. You actually see acting and the way everything is being produced, and you just get that much more excited. So it's at a peak level. I don't think I could possibly get more excited for the film after watching this. So so as long as they keep the secrets where they are, as long as they don't show anything more from Darth Vader, I'll be so happy. And I think they will do that. I think they've already delivered the message. Darth Vader's in this. It's enough. All right. So let me know what you guys think. And of course, if you hate me, you know what to do. All right. I'm not here to stop you. If you like me, you know what to do as well. And I appreciate your support. And I'll see you guys all in the next one.